us to discuss here as lawmakers drill down on U.S. strategy against ISIS. We want to bring in somebody who knows certainly quite a lot about U.S. military operations.
Yeah, Congressman Mike Coffman is the only member of Congress to have served both in the first Gulf War and also the invasion after 2003. Congressman, we've been watching this hearing. I trust you have also. The chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff just mentioned the possibility that he would recommend that U.S. troops, these advisors in Iraq, find themselves in close combat advisory roles, in essence, in the middle of the fighting. Is that something you would support?
Well, I don't know how you do effective close air support when you're in direct contact with the enemy without having U.S. personnel on the ground directing that air support. So if we're going to be effective, I think we need to do that. Where I personally draw the line as an Iraq War veteran is I don't want to see U.S. conventional ground troops go back in as that ground combat element, as that maneuver element on the ground. I'm reminded of the Battle of Fallujah in 2004 when they just lured us into that. The foreign fighters and civilians cleared out, and our Marine-led forces went house to house in some of the bloodiest combat of the entire war. And so I think we would certainly want to avoid that. At the end of the day, there's got to be a political solution to this. The Iraqi government has to reach out to the Sunni Arabs, and without that, I don't think no matter what we put down on the ground, it's going to make a lasting difference.
Do you feel you have support on that argument?
What's that? I'm sorry?
Do you feel you have support on that argument, the idea that there needs to be political pressure as well?
Oh, I think, and the administration has done it. Now, granted, when there was no residual forces left in Iraq after 2011, the Maliki government reverted to their worst sectarian tendencies. But thank God, with the Maliki government stepping down, with the new government forming, we've got to provide all the influence we can in terms of making sure that that is an inclusive government, because I don't think that is not a natural alliance between the Sunni Arabs, the Iraqi Sunni Arabs, and these foreign fighters. And I think if they feel like the Sunni Arabs feel like they've got a path to be a part of this government, I think we can exploit that fissure, just as we did during the surge in the Sunni awakening in Iraq.
Hey, Congressman, the House is set to vote on whether to authorize the training of the so-called moderate Syrian rebels,
right,
funding for that. But given especially what we just heard from the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, that it's possible he would recommend that U.S. military advisors engage in close combat advisory roles, again, near the fighting, near perhaps
Sure,
the seizure of the dam in Mosul. Given that we're talking about that now, doesn't Congress need to get in and vote to authorize specifically the use of force in Iraq and Syria?
Well, I mean, I believe that Congress ought to vote. I mean, I think we can debate the legal merits that the administration has put forward, but absent even the legal merits, I just think that to rely back on in 2001, 2002 authorizations, I think there ought to be a new authorization really based on a new situation. And so I believe that it shouldn't simply be a vote on Syria, on supporting the Free Syrian elements of the Free Syrian Army and training them, but certainly it ought to be on our new, what I consider a new engagement in Iraq.
Congressman Mike Coffman, thanks so much for joining us. I know it's a busy day for you. Appreciate you making time for us at this hour.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.